So I went and got those viewpoints that this new sequence added to Florence, and it didn't uncover anything aside from the map. Like it wasn't a case where, oh, you just need to get to the first viewpoint and you see more objectives. No. There's no side content. There's no races or like additional assassination contracts aside from these 9 lieutenants. And presumably a 10th guy that we're working towards. Pretty sure. So, yeah, that's about it for this sequence, it seems. Hopefully the final sequence won't actually add much, because I don't know if I'm going to want to do that, because I'm going to want to keep doing the story. I don't want to stop just to do side content. So we may have some post-game time. Depending on how I feel about that. Because rewatching Steven's Let's Play of the second game, because I just didn't know what else to put on. I figured like, oh, let me rewatch this and, you know, remind myself what his experience was like and see how it aligns with mine. Funnily enough, we did have the same reactions to some same things. I swear that is not me mimicking him. I genuinely did not remember he had those reactions. We just genuinely react at the same time sometimes. And yeah, the comments. I guess I should wait for this cutscene to cutscene. Man, didn't we already deal with this without the air? Assassinate the beguiled artist. No stay hidden. Just I could just run up and shoot him. A springboard. Okay. How would you like to go? Nice leg. Yeah, Steven's Let's Play reminded me. His comments told him, which reminded me, that the glyphs are part of 100%. So I don't know if I want those. I guess it depends on how close I actually end up being to 100% without them. Because again, I'm not getting the feathers. No one cares about the feathers. Petruccio's dead. They don't get you anything if you get them all. Where's the beguiled artist? There he is.
I thought myself an altruist, a speaker, a preacher, a guide to those who had lost their faith.
Did I get him? Yeah, nice. I think that's exactly how they wanted you to do that.
What have I done? What have I done?
Your actions were not your own.
But they were. My own self-doubt let him hold me as he did. I am sorry.
As am I. Non è una scelta che compio a cuor leggero. Requiescat in pace.
And escape from the area. Target is fleeing. Target is dead, game. I am fleeing because Target is dead. Return to Anonymous. Who's Anonymous? Oh, you think you're gonna block me over there? Well, I'll just go over here. Ever think about that? Not so smart now, are you? Whoop. I didn't even get to the hiding spot. I just hung above it. There go my fellow assassins, I guess. Still not really sure what relevance that cutscene holds. Just them walking. They didn't do anything. I did stuff. I'm the one out here doing things. Oh, by the way, happy Friday the 13th. I didn't even realize today was going to be a Friday the 13th until I looked at the calendar to see what was for dinner, because we got a dinner calendar. I don't know how many other households do that. And it's like, oh hey, Friday the 13th.
Non si passa. Do you hear me? Until you've all submitted and given yourself over to the prophet, Savonarola, this bridge will remain closed to you.
Eliminate the condottiero guarding the place, the bridge, the toilet.
You say you have things to do, places to go.
Well, again, if I don't have to remain undetected, this is a cakewalk. You get down. Yeah, I knew that today was going to be the 13th, because I knew it was going to be a week before. Today would be the day that is a week before Mario Wonder comes out, which I knew comes out on the 20th. And I could figure with math that a week before the 20th is the 13th. And I knew Mario Wonder came out on a Friday, or is coming out on a Friday. I didn't put it together that the Friday before Mario Wonder comes out would be the Friday the 13th. I forget, did I put this outfit on stream? Yeah, we're going with this outfit for now. Who knows what outfit we'll be in by the end? Will I switch back to my classic white robes?
We must try to keep you breathing.
Guess that depends on. Excuse me. How much content do we have left? Ow. Okay. Huh. I didn't even realize I was going to register as a counter. Man, look at how close I am to my target. And I got into this big fight. You shooting at me? You're gonna be shooting at me?
Let go of me.
Shoot me now! Shoot me now! Ow. Should have figured he could grab break. Eventually. Haha! Human shield! Human paperweight. See, you get it? Because he's dead now. Ow, okay, yeah, that figures. You think I could shoot him while I'm being shot at myself? I probably can't aim quick enough. Ow. If I can even get him in the targeting to begin with. Ow, okay, fine. How about I shoot you? If I remember the buttons! And then no one was concerned. No one cared what that noise was. It'd be funny if the guard ended up being in a death cutscene too.
We're a noble's close.
But that's not how they work.
How is it Savonarola charmed you?
Wealth and power do not ensure contentment. I wanted even more.
And now instead, you have nothing. Questo non è che un atto dovuto. Requiescat in pace.
They say that the contraption from Aqua does wonders to a man's balls, yes?
What? What the heck are they talking about over wherever that conversation came from? Yeah, so Steven made a good point about the use of the hidden blades in his Let's Play. So I did remember that he was told he should be fighting with them because they're an instant kill if you get the counter. But he reasoned that because of how hard it is to land the critical hit, he was doing pretty good with them. I think he was doing better than I was. But he reasoned that fights end up taking longer with the hidden blades because of how difficult it is to land the finisher. So, you know, I think I could stand with that reasoning. I mean, sure, you got to get the practice in because you're not gonna start magically landing the hits. You got to get good with them. But you know, for the sake of fights not taking forever, he's got a point. If you're not good with them already, it's maybe not a good idea to fight with them. Alright, let's see. I'll go nab that one real quick since we're about the same distance between both. There is no hay. Oh, but there's a wire. Stand on this. And no, I'm trying to jump in the direction I was facing. Fine. For a moment, I thought, like, wait, why am I at 7? Shouldn't I be at 8? No, because there's 2 remaining. Okay, sure, jump across the chimneys, didn't mean to. That's not parkour, that's just being fancy. It's not the quicker, efficient route. It just looks cool. Now get in the hay. Get in the hay.
Omnipotens Deus, Rex Regum et omnium gubernator.
Well, what do I gotta kill this guy for? Without being seen. Ah. Dang it. It's when they add stipulations that it becomes hard. If you could just run up and kill them, then it's easy. What am I even climbing? Why is the start point there if I have to walk all the way over this way? Is it... It's that building, right? I gotta climb that? I'm about to be detected. Oh, is it just the monk I can't be seen by? Okay, well that makes things a whole lot easier. No, get out of the hay. Okay, rooftop hiding spot. I need one.
Eccolo! He's right there. I'm losing him.
Ah! Okay, almost dead. That's fine. Move it! Move it! Move it! Dying man coming through. Hi, doctor. Oh. Figures. Okay, how about I just start climbing right here? What are they gonna do? Throw rocks? Okay. Okay, let me approach this with an actual plan this time. So how about I try climbing... Whoa, I just had a little bit of dizziness in the head for no reason. What do they call those? I guess they're just dizzy spells. Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, just climb where I'm unlikely to be seen by guards on the ground. Now I gotta worry about the ones on the roof. Should... Uh-oh. I still can't believe that those guards, like, they show zero concern for when you suddenly disappear off of a roof. Just absolutely no concern. They shout at you to get down, and it doesn't matter what you do. As long as you get down, they don't care. It's like absolutely no concern for people climbing up on high spaces and jumping off of them. Because as we know, that just means they're just gonna, you know, become a pancake when they land or something. Something comedic. You know, maybe like Mario Odyssey, you just land and then the shockwave ripples through your body, but then that's it. It's like fall damage doesn't exist in real life. They don't care. Oh. Well, I seem to have gotten myself into a bit of a sticky situation because there are still guards on this lower section of the roof. Oh, and that guy could see me. Down. Let's see. Sandwiched myself trying to get this guy. Yeah. See, it's kind of a be careful what you wish for a moment, because it wasn't I saying before, like, oh, I like when the game desynchronizes me for not being stealthy, because it means I have to be stealthy, and then I get to actually utilize the game's stealth mechanics. But, I don't know, has Assassin's Creed really ever been considered a stealth game? It's kind of more an action game with light stealth elements. Stop looking at me, man. I just come up here. Because honestly, the stealth mechanics really are not polished. They are, to be frank, not very good. Not when you look at something like Dishonored, which is much more built around stealth. Although maybe Dishonored is a little unfair to compare it to, because Dishonored has that whole analog AI system going on, where like guards will have reduced detection if they're like having a conversation or standing near running water. Whereas this is clearly a much more simple, you know, if the guard can see you, they're gonna start getting mad. And if they get mad, then you get detected and then you lose. It's a much more straightforward system. And like I've said before, I don't know if like how fast you're moving really changes how quickly you're detected. You know, aside from blending with a crowd, which is really a system that was only a slow movement system in the first game, because now you don't have the blend button, which is effectively, you know, go slow to be stealthed. Except the stealth part doesn't really come into play until you're actually in a group of people. Which was replaced with fast walk in this game, because that's much more useful. Excuse me. There's gotta be more guards. There's gonna be more. It can't be this easy. Once you get past, like, the first two guys, there's gotta be more. So I'm gonna try to swing around to a side where there can't possibly be anyone who could see me. Which also sort of doubles as becoming below the guy. Is that... No, that must be a feather. Sparkling at the top of that cross. Wasn't I up there? Isn't this a viewpoint? No, I think it's the tower next to this. Never mind. Of course there are guards up here. The real frustrating part is there's no checkpoint. So I've made it up this far, but if I get detected now, I start from 0. I have to do the thing I did again to even get this far. Wait, is there only the one guard? I thought there were 2. That makes this a bit easier. Just a tad. You know what? While I'm up here, I'm gonna grab that feather. Maybe not. Gonna grab that feather. Now I just need to drop assassinate him. Oh, I can get him from here. Well, let me wait for that guard to go by. I don't want him to somehow detect me before I land. Come back here, he says to a stationary guy.
He preached the word of God.
I fear his sermon is a lie.
I led my flock astray. It's just... I wanted so badly to believe.
We all do. Vedrò compiuta l'opera di mio padre. Requiescat in pace.
What does that guy have to do with your father's work? What does he know? Okay, and now there should be... Hey, Diggs, how you doing tonight? Can I reach that hay? Probably not, but you know what? I'm gonna go for it. Oh, no. Man, that's the worst part. I was almost at the hay. If Ezio had done a proper leap of faith, he would have made it. Alright, one more target to go. And for a moment I thought they spawned me right next to it. No, those are treasure chests that I don't care enough to open because what else is there to buy? I think I bought everything. It's not the let to spend money on. I could throw money around like crazy. Doesn't matter to me. I don't need this stuff. Merry Christmas, everybody. Maybe, wouldn't it be funny if there was a second trophy for throwing money? See, Felix just full. Don't need that money. Oh, I just remembered something I looked up between streams. So, I forget what I was looking for. It was on Petruccio's page. Oh, I was trying to look up if they ever say what he wanted the feathers for. I think they said that he was going to use it as a gift for his mother. Kind of ironic that after he died, the feathers were being collected in his memory. You know, like it's being a gift for him. Hey guys, have some money. But I also read in the trivia, or maybe it's no section, whatever, that it says that he died possibly from sickness, and that entry is never updated after, you know, it gets hanged. So it kind of makes... I didn't think about that fact, that they probably didn't want to spoil that he's going to get hanged in his database entry. If you read that the moment it's available, here, guards, have some money. And bench people too, and the guy carrying a box. Hey, blacksmith! Shut up and take my money! I think they really should have updated that entry to be, you know, accurate to what you see in the game after the event happens. But I guess it's kind of one of those things where it's like they said in the first game. There's stuff you read about in the history books, but then there's like the undeniable history that you see through the eyes of your ancestors in the Animus. And what we saw is different from what was written down. And then they just never updated it after, you know, Desmond sees that it's not the case.
Gather round. Listen well to what I say. The end approaches. Now is the time to repent, to beg God's forgiveness.
Stop the preacher. Where have we done this before?
Don't you see? The signs are all around.
They want me to use more springboards. Where is there a springboard?
Disease, corruption. These are the harbingers of darkness. We must stand firm
I
in
am
our
notorious. Guards are on high alert. Well, what do I care?
lest they consume.
I should just throw more money at them. That's what I'll do.
I see you, Doc. That you think
You get down.
man.
Hey.
But did the Romans not say the same of Jesus?
Oh, he was just in a hurry to get to his next vantage point.
But that was before
Oh.
Savonarola
Oh,
came.
there he goes. Okay, bye.
He showed me the truth. At last, my
And
eyes
something
were
I'd
opened,
realized
and so
before
I
is
stand before you
we haven't
today
seen Rowan
in the
Atkinson,
hope that I might open yours
which is
as well.
a joke that requires some explanation.
That we
I swear, like, whenever I get to Venice,
the precedence
the rooftop guards start to look like Rowan Atkinson.
shining,
You know, Mr.
glorious
Bean.
kingdom of God. On the other,
And the resemblance is especially funny after you kill them with the hidden blade and they go all wide-eyed.
will you cast
It's a very
yourself
Mr.
into
Bean
darkness?
expression.
Already you stand precariously on the edge.
But I haven't noticed any that look like him.
Men like the Medici and the other families
Which
you
is,
once called must
Not particularly heartbreaking. It's not like I have anything against Rowan Atkinson. I don't want to kill him. I've said that name so many times, I'm like, wait, is that the right name? I hope that's the right name.
Our wise prophet once said, the only good thing
Not the
that we
world's
owe
biggest
to
Mr. Bean
Plato
fan,
and
so I could
Aristotle
potentially get
that
that
they
wrong.
brought forward many arguments which we can use against the heretics.
Okay, let me
Yet
get that guy
they
first.
and other
There's just,
philosophers
you know, a
have
little
bowed
disappointed
their
that
head.
I couldn't go,
If you
couldn't
value
kill a
your
guard and then go, hey,
immortal
look, it's Mr.
souls,
Bean.
you turn back from this unholy
Get that guy.
course and embrace the words
Oop, I'm
of our
caught.
prophet Savonarola. You won't run away this time. You will sanctify your bodies and spirits. You will discover the glory of God. You will at last become what our Creator intended.
Ow, okay, fine.
And obedient
You
servant.
wanna fight? Come on, let's go. Also, I gotta stop saying also. I'm starting every sentence with, every new train of thought with also. Just one of those crutch words, you know? The Sword of Altair does exist. I did not misremember. The problem is, at the point in the Let's Play I'm watching, they already Steven already has it, and I don't know why he has it and I don't. Especially because I already have the Armor of Altair and he does not. Where's the guy? Have they relocated him? Yeah, I see him. There. You don't have to tell me, guard. Thanks for trying to help, though. Target his flank! Target his flank! Well, that's gotta be the most sloppy way I've done any of these.
Your mind, since it is your own.
Not all of us require deception to be convinced. I already believed. All I said is true.
Nothing is true. È un compito facile il mio. Requiescat in pace.
Ow. It's turning the fan on and then it's scooting back into position and I hit my knee. Oh. Okay. Hey, you want some money? Is money gonna slow you down? Hey. Stop coming up the ladder. Take the money. Ow, okay. It's not funny anymore. Well, good thing it ended, because I think I just walked right off the roof. And there they go again. Still no clue what that's supposed to be conveying. But at least I got money! Apparently there's a range to it. Kind of. Money from the heavens! Yeah, shut up. Let's kill Archer Man. Well, I killed 909 lieutenants. So this should be the last part of this sequence. Get up on the roof. Why is there hay on this roof? What are they doing with it? did they do with any of the hay in the city? Because the horses stay outside. It's not like they walk through the city with the horses. And the farms are on the outskirts too, so it's not like they're for farm animals.
Get down, Ora! You
You get down.
No, you don't.
Wrong button.
Have been climbing the city's buildings for sport. While not illegal per se, remember, it is only divertimento until someone breaks a leg.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's just on his lunch break. He's fine. Don't you just love how they see a guy lying in the streets and their first thought is, "He's dead! There's an assassin!" It's gonna get stop protecting me. Cause drunks exist. They could be drunk people passed down the middle of the street, but no, they just assume he's dead. Don't even bother checking his pulse or anything. But now I don't know if that was common knowledge back then to check the pulse of someone to see if they're dead, but they don't try. Is my point.
You've done well, Ezio.
What happens now?
Watch.
Silence! I demand silence! Why are you here? Why do you disturb me? You should be cleansing your home, cleansing yourself. There are bonfires to feed, prayers to be said, penance to be done. You will do as I command. You will submit.
I forgot. That's what we were here for. The apple of Eden.
Find the apple, Ezio! It can't be far!
So we had people ready to carry him away when he dropped the apple, but no one ready to pick up the apple for us. Well, okay. Gotta go chase that guy. Gonna go ahead and crab hand the hidden blades out. Gotcha, man. Apple retrieved. Okay, now what?
There he is! Get him! Dannato, I've lost you! He's there, on him!
How about I tear the poster off the wall while they're searching for me? Oh, they saw me. Well, they sure did miss comically. Something I don't know if I've done this yet. Let me throw money while I'm running. Try to get people to run in my way. I love how I can do that while sprinting. It just looks so ridiculous. Like if the two animations were not meant to overlap. Ow. Okay, it's time to go up on the roofs. They can still go up on the roofs, obviously, like they've done plenty of times, but it's definitely set up where it's easier for me to get away that way. Like so. Wonderful. Alright, what now, game? One more. You'd think that'd be it. We got the apple back. You would also think I wouldn't be complaining about there being more content to this game I'm enjoying. But I don't know, I would have liked to save the DLC for after completing the main game.
God bears witness to this sacrilege, that you would handle this prophet this way. Blasphemers! Heretics! You will burn for this! Do you hear me? You'll burn!
I think you'll be the one doing the burning.
Deliver me from evil embrace. Surrounded as I am by sin, I cry out to you for salvation. Oh Lord, show mercy.
Why do I gotta kill him before he burns? He's gonna die. Am I supposed to be the
No
mercy
one
he's praying
deserves
for?
to die in such pain.
Okay. I wanted to get my gun out, but it won't let me.
It's you. I knew this day would come. Please, show mercy.
I have. Ma ora, che sia il tuo Dio a giudicarti. Requiescat in pace.
Silenzio! Silenzio! 22 years ago, I stood where I stand now, and watched my loved ones die, betrayed by those I had called friends. Vengeance clouded my mind. It would have consumed me, were it not for the wisdom of a few strangers, who taught me to look past my instincts. They never preached answers, but guided me to learn from myself. We don't need anyone to tell us what to do. Not Savonarola, not the Medici. We are free to follow our own path. There are those who will take that freedom from us. And too many of you gladly give it. But it is our ability to choose whatever you think is true that makes us human. There is no book or teacher to give you the answers, to show you the path. Choose your own way. Do not follow me or anyone else.
And that was the true Assassin's Creed. Freedom. The freedom of choice. The freedom to not be dictated what you should do or think, but to think for yourself. Ezio gets it. Wait, did you just flip the cape and then it got unflipped? Wait a minute, wasn't I wearing the Florentine cape before? I didn't switch it. I don't think I did. Alright, I got all the codex pages. So must be on the final sequence now. We've done the Battle of Forlì, we've done the Bonfire of the Bonfire of the. Now let's go do the codex, which is the part in the game where they become relevant, where if you don't have them all, you have to go get them all. Which I could swear that's a game design trope, where, you know, maybe not the most common thing, but I think there have been at least a few games. Actually, I can think of a couple right now, where if you get to the end, there's this sudden requirement of like, oh, hope you were collecting these, because if you don't have them all, you gotta go find them now. When I was thinking about this earlier, I could only think of Wind Waker as doing that, kind of. because it's not really. I wouldn't call it the same thing. I would say Wind Waker is a case where it's fitting because it's part of not only that particular incarnation of Link, part of his journey, but also thematically fitting for everyone's here. Thematically fitting for
Ezio!
being at sea,
It's time, Uncle.
this grand treasure hunt.
Let us finish what you and my father started all those years ago.
Indeed. Perhaps now we can finally make sense of this prophecy and put a stop to whatever it is the Spaniard is plotting.
We should start by locating the vault. The Codex pages will lead us to it. Let's take a look.
X marks the spot. Decipher the Codex pages. Oh, wait, do I gotta go to Leonardo? Because I have all 30 pages. Oh, it looks like I'm locked in. Oh. Why is this here? Why can't I go see Claudia? What if I want to go take a look at the book? I can leave through here, apparently. No, I cannot. Okay, I am locked in this room until I complete this Codex mystery. Oh, another 1,000 florins, which I will proceed to throw on the floor. Yeah, so now it's not quite a slide puzzle, but it's a puzzle. Oh wait. What? I thought now was the part where I have to... Oh, I have to rotate them. Okay. Not as much of a puzzle as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually a little bit disappointed because this feels like it's going to be too easy. Because there are only so many possible ways you could put the pieces. Excuse me. But I also don't want to jinx myself and be like, oh yeah, this is going to take me a minute. And then have it take a half an hour. Oh yeah, it's a map of the world. Was that the right way? But this... Okay. It feels like at any moment I could rotate one of these the correct way, and then it just abruptly is like, okay, you done it, and then the story carries on. Oh yeah, there we go. That's why it didn't look right. Keep forgetting I rotate the other way. Yep. There we go. That's exactly what happened. I rotated and then suddenly, oh, you're done. And then we place the Apple of Eden on the pedestal. And then there becomes the Pie of Eden. Whoa!
It is a map of the entire world, but there are lands shown here that do not exist.
Apparently they do exist. I imagine they've yet to be discovered. Or rediscovered.
How is this possible?
Perhaps the vault will hold the answer.
Do you see where it is, then?
No. It can't be. The vault. It looks like the vault is in Roma. Then the Spaniard. This is why he became Pope.
Now I understand. It's not the vault alone he's gained access to, but the staff as well.
What staff?
The Codex always spoke of two keys. 2 pieces of Eden needed to open the vault. One is the apple.
And the other is the staff. The papal staff is the second piece of Eden.
For years, no, decades, we've sought these answers.
And now, at last, we have them.
But so too could the Spaniard. And if he does, if he finds a way into the vault, its contents will make the apple seem a trifling thing.
I must go to Roma and find the vault. What of the rest of you?
We'll do what we do best. Cause some trouble in the city.
giving you the freedom to conduct your search.
Just let me know when you are ready, Nipote.
7,000 florins for solving a rotating puzzle. Mildly interesting. Okay. So I assume once I talk to Mario, that's going to be the end of the game. So, yeah, you know, it'll be fine. These kinds of games are built where you can do the extra content later. I'm actually not even sure if any of the maps have anything new on them right now. Actually, I don't think you can zoom into cities you're not in. No. I really don't feel like running around to every location. You know, or at the very least using the fast travel station and sitting through the loading screens for each location. So I'm just gonna
Roma beckons, Ezio. Let me know when you are ready to depart.
Oh, I'm ready. I probably should have looked up how to unlock the Sword of Altair now that I think about it. But I don't think it's going to be relevant. I've got the second best sword. That's good enough. So I didn't get this dialogue in my playthrough because I've never left the Animus to go around talking to people. But according to Rebecca, the reason sometimes you get bits of Italian is because of a bug in their translation software. It's a little laggy. Sometimes doesn't catch up quick enough to translate everything as it's happening. I just like that little fact. Okay, is this the place with the remaining viewpoints I haven't gotten yet? I think this is where Brotherhood takes place. Just entirely in Rome. I'd be okay with that, where it's just one map. But then again, I don't think Assassin's Creed has ever done just one city. At least not at this point, where, you know, only 2 games exist. Infiltrate the chapel. Let me look at my map. There we go. Nope, no viewpoints. So wait, I don't know where I would look at that. I guess DNA. It's at the end, I think. Oh, we did get all the viewpoints. Okay, cool. Man, there are 330 treasures. Oh, I guess that's talking about treasure chests. Yeah, I'm not going around opening 330 treasure chests that contain money I don't care about. What happens if I click one of these? Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure that's how you can replay things when you finish a mission. Or I should say, when you're not currently on one, like I am right now. But yeah, I don't really feel a need to do that, because it's not like the later games where there's side objectives. Oh, right there. Ow. I think there was more I wanted to say about that puzzle there they make you do. Oh yeah, I was saying about games where, you know, you get to the end and then it's like, oh, well, I hope you collected all the things because you need them now. So there's Wind Waker, which I think it's not my favorite part of the game, but I think it works. It's fine. And then while saying, well, oh, hello. There goes my stealth. Oh, okay, fine.
Don't be shy.
Yep, dude, hey, stop it. Yeah, well, it was setting up this train of thought. Yeah, you guys really don't want me to take your stuff, huh? You guys are pretty good, actually.
I have to meet a lady friend.
Oh, I was being bad at timing things. Ow, ooh, ah, ooh.
Vieni a prendermi.
There we go. Okay, yeah, he's not gonna let me take that. Okay. Second best sword of the game, go! I remember Metroid Prime does that. In fact, I think technically Metroid Prime 2 and 3 also do that. Just to a less extreme extent. I feel like it's set up more logically in those games, where it makes sense as something you want to be looking out for and making sure you collect as you go through the game. Whereas in the first game, the Chosen artifacts, they don't feel like they have a point until you realize, oh hey, I need these to beat the game. Stop it. I'm gonna switch to a dagger. Might not seem like it would beat a spear, but it's fast and is breaking through his defenses. There we go. Brutal ice pick grip stab. Yeah, I other than those games, I don't think I could name any other games that suddenly have an item requirement at the end of the game. And I don't know if I would consider those bad game design, but I don't think I would call them good design either. Oh, okay, fine. More fighting. Saw it coming. Aw, man. Triple stab. Or I guess double stab and a bonk. Because he's got a hammer. Yeah, I definitely would not call it good game design to get the player to the end of the game and then suddenly, hey, you need to have all those things that didn't make sense before. Like, now you suddenly need all of them. Like, imagine if you got to the end of a Zelda game and it was like, did you collect all the heart pieces? Because you need those now. That would feel ridiculous. Unless it's set up like it is in Wind Waker, where it's part of the hero's trial, and also kind of piratey, in a game that's about sailing the open seas. The sad part, though, is that Link never found the One Piece. Should probably take some medicine. And yeah, I don't think it makes sense in Prime 1. Prime 2 and 3 make more sense. I don't know if they actually... I'm pretty sure Prime 3 sets it up so that you know from the start, like, hey, you're gonna need these things. And I forget if Prime 2 does it. I want to say when I first played it, I didn't know I needed the thing at the end. Is it really spoilers to say what it is? The Sky Temple keys. Ow. Okay, hang on. Let me get this freaking Archer in the battle. My TV won't stop asking me to watch new episodes of Archer. I don't know why it doesn't. That's the only show it does it with. I think this game also... I would also argue this game, you know, requiring the codex pages at the end, it does make sense because they do set that up as something. Like, when you first get to the Villa and Mario shows you all the pages, he does make it clear that, yeah, you're gonna need them. You're gonna want to get them all eventually. And they are something that's marked on your map, so it's not difficult to get them all. You could probably go around getting them all in about an hour. It wouldn't take that long if you hadn't been collecting them.
Assassino! Assassino!
Oh, well, I guess we're suddenly playing Crash 3. Playing a Coco level. Ow, sorry, horse. Yeah, kick him. Yeah, get him, horse! I'm surprised that killed him. Oh, he must have been a low... Yeah, he was a low level.
Remember your training, man.
Excuse me. Yeah, there we go. Just about to shout die. Waiting for him to die.
Careful, boys. We work together.
Yes?
There's a gap in the wall. This really is Crash 3. I would hum that music if I remembered it, but I don't. Except this is Rome and it's not the Great Wall of China. I know I've said before that I really don't care for the non-platforming levels in Crash 3. But I think those Coco stages I do like. Okay. No! Desynchronization! Ezio didn't fall off a roof! Oh, they don't respawn me on the horse? Well, great. Also, have I said before? I think it's hilarious that they set up the villain as becoming the Pope. How many video games have the Pope as the villain? That's just hilarious. I wouldn't even think of the antagonist as someone who would be in the running to become Pope. It's like, how does that even happen? He doesn't even seem like he's... Like, don't you have to be like a priest or something to become the Pope? And then he's like, oh, well, because I'm a Templar, I'm gonna become the Pope because I have power. It's my Templar power. You know, my influence as a Templar. Stop hitting my fingers with your rocks! Camera, please get out of that guy's belt loop. Camera, please, stop doing that. You're ruining your own cinematography. Just gonna bash you against the wall. Can't do anything about it. Gonna bash you against the wall.
You can't eat.
Okay, now let's get this freaking gate open already. Oh, why did you fall? Boop. Okay, he was about to do a leaping assassination and then he didn't. Just decided it wasn't a good idea. I didn't know there was hay there. Are there guys up on the roof? Guys behind the building. Is that a Seeker? Really feel like we have not encountered many of those guys. Certainly never when it was important for me to stay hidden. I feel like Assassin's Creed has never really been successful at incorporating new enemy types into the gameplay, the combat. It feels like they're never really that relevant, and when it is, it's just like, oh, this guy is only vulnerable to this kind of attack. It doesn't feel like it really shakes up the combat in a meaningful way. I guess I would argue that they succeeded in 3, because there you had like the fast guys who could only, I think there was like, they could only be countered, and then there was the guys with the axes who you had to dodge because they couldn't be countered because they had axes which were heavy. Boop. And I think Assassin's Creed 4 had the same kinds. I want to say, but also more annoying. Maybe I'm mixing them up. There, get him! What? Oh, I'm dead. He also didn't realize he was alone. He was shouting, "Hey, get him," to no one. If I'd been fast enough to make it through the gate, do you think I would have been able to get through all of the gates on horseback? Oh no, my notoriety, it's so high. What am I gonna do about it? There was a bit in Steven's Let's Play where he was, I think it was climbing up to a viewpoint, and a guard saw him, and within the span of like 5 seconds, the guard went, "Hey, who are you? Wait, get him! Hey, where'd he go? There he is!" Like, just back to back, just, I see a guy, wait, no I don't, wait, yes I do. And Steven wasn't even doing anything weird, he was playing normally. And the guard just back to back. Just a roller coaster of emotions. And basically, my point is glitches are funny sometimes. Like, I know people tend to rag on games that are known for being buggy, and yeah, if the game doesn't work right, that's pretty bad. But if it's something silly, I like bugs.
No, andiamo! Flank him and keep it simple.
You say flank him and keep it simple?
We work together.
Give me your spear.
Hold your guard.
Non c'è la Hai paura?
Die!
Oh, okay, I'm apparently not that fast with the spear. Oh, nice. Cool kill. Looks like we're almost there. Oh no, restricted area. Whatever am I gonna do? I'm not allowed to be here. Hope the guards don't get mad. Oh, I have to... Well, now I have to remain undetected. Well, poop. Which is really just gonna amount to running from hiding spot to hiding spot while the guards aren't looking. And making sure I don't accidentally pickpocket them. Good thing I decided to wear the black robes here. Just coincidentally. Okay, I think I have to stab this guy. At least in situations where they expect you to be stealthy. You know, just like the first game, they're not building this around anything that you're not able to do. You know, they're not modeling the stealth out of non-existent mechanics. They're working with the mechanics that they put in here, which sounds, you know, like no duh, but you know, it's better than when non-stealth games are suddenly stealth games, you know. You know, that trope of stealth mission in a non-stealth game that's almost always terrible. Okay, I think I gotta go around there. So I gotta double assassinate, but that guy he's like really getting his steps in today. He is just non-stop going in a circle. He must be must be bored out of his mind to be doing that. But yeah, basically my point is that they're utilizing their actual stealth mechanics here. They're actually setting up ways for you to stealth other than just staying out of line of sight, like pretty much any video game that does a stealth mission that isn't a stealth game. Because imagine how impossible this would feel if there weren't hiding spots. It would basically just be darting behind walls and killing guards and hiding bodies, and that'd be about it. Okay, hopefully that does not cause me trouble as I come up to these guys. Okay, it's starting to cause me trouble. Gotta get through the door. Go, Ezio. Go. Gotta kill Rodrigo without getting detected. You know, I can't put my finger on it, but Rodrigo looks like someone. I have no clue who. But his face is funny to me because he looks just like someone, but I don't know who that someone is. So why do I find it funny? Well, time to kill the Pope.
I thought I was beyond this. But I'm not. I've waited too long. Lost too much. Requiescat in pace, you bastard.
I don't think so.
Oh no, he bumped me with the staff and my controller rumbled.
How is it you resist? I see. Kind of you to bring me the apple. Now give it here.
Vaya farti fottere.
Always the fighter. Just like your father. Well, rejoice, my child. For you will see him again soon. You will give it to me.
As you wish.
Fascinating. An impressive power, this. But if you think it's going to save you, you've another thing coming.
Yeah, well, all you got is force push. You don't got nothing. You're outnumbered here. It would be so funny if I could just walk up behind him while he's distracted and get the insta-kill.
You are right to fear me.
And I like how what Ezio said there, you know, the go screw yourself. Still in character. It's like, remember way back at the start of the game where we were getting patched up by the doctor and his brother said something, and he said basically the exact same thing to his brother. It's like it's very in character. Ezio is a well-written character, I would say. I think a lot of people would say that. I'm willing to bet I can't disarm him here, so I'm not even gonna try. What are you standing around for, B? Get him! Okay, how about I start dodging instead? Oops. Not that far.
I'll cut you down, assassin.
I remembered something I wanted to say about the, back when we did the codex pages.
How long do you think you can keep this up?
Don't you just love... Ow. Don't you love how when Altair got the apple, it projected a map, but Ezio had to find 30 codex pages and arrange them in the right shape for the map to be projected?
A clever trick, but useless.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll cut you down, assassin.
Cut you down.
No, you will not take this from me.
It's finished, Rodrigo. Lay down your arms, and I will make sure the end comes swiftly.
Really, Ezio? And would you give up so easily were it the other way around? Why don't we find out? At last. And now, to deal with you.
Oh no, now I'm gonna wake up with an even longer beard. Find the secret passage. It's right here. I know where it is. I tried to kill the Pope, and my notoriety meter is still not full. You would think that would instantly max it out, but no, I'm good to go. They don't care that I tried to kill the Pope. It's not that big of a deal.
What is this place?
The Vatican, I thought. Wouldn't it be reasonable to assume you're still at the Vatican? Or wherever we were to begin with?
Open!
It's over, Rodrigo. No more tricks. No more ancient artifacts. No more weapons. Let us see what you are made.
Oh, my cestus!
All right then. If that's how you want to play it.
You think that part of the animation still plays even if you don't have the cestus?
What do you even want with the vault, Rodrigo?
Don't you know what lies within? Or do you mean to tell me the great and powerful assassins didn't figure it out?
Figure what out?
God. It's God that dwells within.
You expect me to believe that God lives beneath Il Vaticano?
A more logical location than a kingdom in a cloud, don't you think? Surrounded by singing angels and cherubim. Makes for a lovely image. But the truth is far more interesting.
Ow. Ow, he's got
I
me.
was to believe. What do you think you'll do when you open that door?
I don't care. It's not approval I'm after. Just power.
And you think you'll give it up?
Whatever lies beyond that wall won't be able to resist the staff and apple. They were made for very gods.
God is meant to be all-knowing, all-powerful. You think a couple of ancient relics can harm him?
Especially because they only cause
You take
illusions, as far as we've been told.
A book, mind you, written by men.
You are the Pope, and yet you dismiss the central text of your faith?
Yeah, see, he's not a fitting Pope.
So naive. I became Pope because it gave me access. It gave me power. You think I believe a single goddamn word of that ridiculous book? It's all lies and superstition, just like every other religious tract written over the past 10,000 years.
Yeah, well, I'm an assassin. I'm here to fight for people's rights to believe whatever they want to believe. I'm pressing square. Or did they mean hold? Hey, you can't get up. I choked you out. You're dead. It's death animation time.
You can't! It's my destiny! Mine! I am the prophet!
You never were.
Get it over with, then.
No. Killing you won't bring my family back. I'm done.
Character development.
Nulla è reale. Tutto è lecito. Requiescat in pace.
$10,000 florins for beating up the Pope. He was standing for a moment. And then look at him and he's like, oh right, I'm supposed to be dead. And somehow that added value to the villa.
Greetings, Prophet. It is good you have come. Let us see it, to give thanks. We must speak.
Who are you?
Many names. When I died, it was Minerva. Before that, Merva and Mera. And on and on. The others, too. Juno, who was before called Uni. Jupiter, who was before called Tinia.
You are gods.
No, not gods. We simply came before. Even when we walked the world, your kind struggled to understand our existence. We were more advanced in time. Your minds were not yet ready. Still not. Maybe never. No matter. You may not comprehend us, but you will comprehend our warning. You must.
None of what you are saying makes sense.
Our words are not meant for you.
What are you talking about? There's no one else here.
Enough. I do not wish to speak with you, but through you. You are the prophet. You've played your part. You anger him, but please be silent, that we may commune. Listen. When we were still flesh and our home still whole, your kind betrayed us. We who made you. We who gave you life. We were strong, but you were many, and both of us craved war. So busy were we with earthly concerns, we failed to notice the heavens. And by the time we did, the world burned until naught remained but ash. It should have ended then and there. But we built you in our own image. We built you to survive. And so we did. Few were our numbers. Your kind and mine. It took sacrifice, strength, compassion. But we rebuilt. And as life returned to the world, we endeavored to ensure this tragedy would not be repeated. But now, we are dying, and time will work against us. Truth turned into myth and legend. What we built, misunderstood. Let my words preserve the message and make a record of our loss. But let my words also bring hope. You must find the other temples. built by those who knew to turn away from war. They worked to protect us, to save us from the fire. If you can find them, if their work can be saved, so too might this world. Be quick, for time grows short, and guard against the cross, for there are many who will stand in your way. It is done. The message is delivered. We are gone now from this world. All of us. We can do no more. The rest is up to you, Desmond.
What? Who is Desmond? I don't understand. Please, wait. I have so many questions.
Man, imagine how frustrating that would be to be Ezio right now. That you, to your understanding, you meet God, and then God is like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to talk to Desmond. And you're like, what? But I'm Ezio. Who's Desmond? What? But I got questions. And then God vanishes. Again, Ezio's pretty well written, obviously. It's pretty, I would say, that's a pretty real reaction to what happened there. So, there you go. That's, man, I'm so happy to finally beat this. As it only took me like 5 attempts at playing through the entire game, and not even because it's hard. I just kept burning out, I guess.
Ready to go before they do. Desmond.
Yeah.
All right, Sean. I need you and Rebecca to get everything in here packed up and loaded into the truck. You and I'll deal with the Templars.
What? They're here?
It was only a matter of time before they discovered us. To be honest, I'm surprised it took them as long as it did.
Let's go.
Oh man, I got a hidden blade now. I'm playing now. Man, how many games let you play gameplay segments while on the credits?
What's the plan? We ditch this place and then what?
There's another safe house. We've got company. The truck's just up ahead.
Oops. Where'd you go, Lucy? Stop getting on the rails, Desmond.
Mr. Miles, this is an unexpectedly pleasant
Why are you out in the
turn of
field?
events.
Aren't you an important
And here
ranking
I thought
guy?
I'd have to waste more men on you. Kind of you to save me the trouble.
What do you want?
What if I killed you right now?
For you
Would
to
Abstergo
come
care?
We
I
miss
feel like
you
they should care.
terribly. There's still so much work for us to do together.
It's not happening, Warren.
You continue to disappoint in every conceivable way, Miss Stillman. I saved your life once. Do you remember? And this is how you repay me?
You saved me so you could keep experimenting on people, destroying their lives. And for what?
Oh, this tired argument again. As I recall, you were there, at my side, every step of the way. Their blood is on your hands just as much as mine.
You need to stop him.
I'm on it.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Get into combat. Oh, okay, there we go. Wait, am I fighting with dual hidden blade animations, even though Desmond should only have one? No, I think it's doing one blade. Because there was a point in the game where Ezio only had the one, so there should be animations for it. I shouldn't be surprised. I still have no idea why that happens sometimes. Like sometimes you can just instantly finish them off like that. Maybe you're supposed to be able to do that. Hey, can I loot them? No. Alright, I guess we're chasing Vidic down now. Come on. Yeah, I can definitely call myself an Assassin's Creed fan, because these first 2 games are just so great. And I'm sure it's going to get to the point, you know, I'm going to be one of those fans who's like, oh, the series was, you know, it was so great up until this point, and then it was all downhill. But, you know, it's not really a bad thing to think that way, I guess. And as long as you're not a dick about it, like, oh, they're never gonna make another good Assassin's Creed. I don't know. That new one looks pretty, or sounds pretty cool. I haven't seen any gameplay, but I like the prospect of a return to the
Looks like it's just you
a return to the original format.
Enjoy your victory, Mr. Miles. Temporary as it is.
Why did you come out here?
We have to go!
Why? You came out here to taunt us, and now that we're winning, you're running away.
There you are. Come on. Help Lucy into the van. Hurry, Desmond. We need to go.
You'll have your turn, Desmond. Warren's gonna get what he deserves. I promise.
So what now? Where are we headed?
There's a cabin up north. We should be safe there. At least for a little while. I have to analyze those tapes from your session. Figure out what's happening.
And then what?
Here we go. I've got you all hooked up. Got a long drive ahead of us. Figured you might want to play around with the Animus on the way.
Alright, but I got some questions first. I mean, what the hell was that in the vault?
What you saw proves everything I was afraid of. The Templars aren't our biggest threat. Not by a long shot.
So what, the sun is? What's it gonna do? Cook the Earth?
I doubt it, but I don't know. There's been some speculation that the Earth's magnetic field is weakening. A sufficiently strong flare could flip the poles and cause a geomagnetic reversal. It's all theoretical, but if it happens, the planet could become geologically unstable. Very unstable.
It's meant to be the stuff of pseudoscience, but clearly something catastrophic happened to the people of the first civilization. And that woman, what was her name? Minerva, was it? She seemed to think we were due for a second round.
So either way, we're fucked.
I don't know yet. We'll keep reviewing the tapes. And you can keep digging through your memories. Maybe there's more to discover.
Alright. Guess I better get started.
I like how they even have an explanation for how you can continue to be Ezio even after you beat the game and run away from your hiding spot, your safe house. So, let me see if I can explain the story that we've been told so far. So, that ending there, where we meet Minerva, it's basically saying there was a civilization. Well, I think it's pretty clear cut. They laid it out pretty cleanly. There was a civilization that existed before humans that created humans, but then humans went to war for some reason, and then a cataclysmic event happened that wiped out the people who came before us. And they're basically saying that all the religions exist because they think of those advanced people as being like gods, but they weren't. Which it's cool that there was foreshadowing to that in a way, with the statues around the villa. You know, they're all Greek gods like Jupiter and I'm sure Minerva was one too, and Athena. The people who came before us. All the Greek gods were not gods, but people of the precursor race. I don't know if they have an official name, which I think is pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan of saying, oh, religion's a lie. It was actually super ancient civilization people that we just thought of as God. But I like the interpretation of, you know, the idea of there being people that were way more advanced than we were, that we thought of them as gods because they were capable of so much more than we were at the time. You know, like, it's like if, well, you know, like, I really can't think of a good simile here, but you know, if you brought someone from back in time to today, they would probably think of modern humans as pretty godlike. The things we're capable of doing, the things we're capable of knowing. They would just be like, how do you know that? You must be a god. It's like, no, I just looked it up on Wikipedia. That's a fun idea. I'm not really a fan of the idea of, I've never liked the ancient civilization trope. You know, oh, the people who came before us were so much more advanced, but then insert thing here happened, and now they're gone, and we find remnants of their technology everywhere. Not really a fan of that, but I like how this game does it. it's a fun alternate history story. Again, I think Assassin's Creed was better when it was alternate history than just straight up fantasy with the guise of history. I'm still gonna give those games a chance, whichever ones I'm able to play. Pretty sure I at least have up to Origins. And then from there, I don't even remember what the games are called. Like, I think there's Valhalla, and then there's... What is the one between Origins and Valhalla? Because I think Valhalla is the most recent one. Which I think Valhalla is like one of the... From a historical perspective, one of the most hated ones. Because it messes up so much lore and so much, like, historical information about, like, Vikings, and it... What's the right word? It misinterprets, like, Celtic folklore. It misrepresents it. It uses it in a really wrong way. It doesn't give it its proper due. Something like that. You know, it doesn't do it correctly. Which is unfortunate. Again, I think these games are better when they're being history with a slice of fiction in there. Like... You know, even the first game, it's still not, very obviously not quite as story-heavy as the games become after here with, like, Ezio, and you get into, like, Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor, and Assassin's Creed 4 with Edward Kenway. But even back in the first game with Altair, it's still pretty heavily alternate history with, you know, it's taking place through Crusade, and you just happen to be playing this unseen third party, the Assassins. And then you're learning about the alternate history of why the two factions were fighting, and it turns out, like, oh, there was the Apple of Eden that everyone was looking for. But alright, I'm gonna take a break, and then we're gonna go around and find the runes, or glyphs, and possibly other side activities if there's... If I find anything, because I'm gonna be going around the world anyway, so might as well, you know, what the hen, might as when. Ah, okay. Making sure I'm unmuted. Can never be too sure about that. You know what I should have done while I was still on the loading screen? I should have looked up a guide. Okay, I'm only gonna look up where to find them, because the puzzle solutions shouldn't be too hard. Okay. This starts in Florence. Where are we currently? The villa? Yeah, we're in the villa. Oh, that's Florence again. Okay, there's only one here at the villa. Oh, look, we got all the paintings. Picture the Templar Grand Master Rodrigo Borgia, who ordered and oversaw the murder of my father and brothers in his quest for dominion. Oh, there's a part 2. He sought the contents of the Vatican vault, becoming Pope in the process. So I read on the wiki, apparently, I don't know at what point he says this, but Rodrigo admits that he didn't need to kill Ezio's brothers, he just did it as a power move. So thanks. Thanks, ex-Pope. Hopefully ex-Pope. I keep forgetting we ever got to this guy, Silvio Barbarigo. And cousin of Marco Barbarigo. And wealthy Venetian trader. You're really not much to go off of with these paintings. You'd think they would say more than that, but nope, it's this guy. He was doing this, and then he died this year. On this date. Is it even really a date if you don't list a day and month? Oh, I guess I better go turn in my feathers. You never know what kind of fortune that might bring. $60 florins! Wow! So much fortune. Might as well go loot the chest. It's more money to throw on the ground. Man, now Claudia's gonna have to wait an hour before she gets any money from the chest. Why am I going into the weapons? Because I was thinking, like, oh, I should check to see if maybe I've unlocked the Sword of Altair. Actually, how about I go put the Armor of Altair back on? That feels like the right thing to do. Oh, wait, armor's in the other room. And here it is. I brought it up from downstairs. If I remember that. There we go. Really want to equip this? Yes. Hey, don't kick me out of the menu. Don't split me in half with a Animus glitch. Oh, I put the whole thing on. Okay. That's why it kicked me out of the menu. Cool. I'm okay with that. So I kind of forgot when I was trying to make this point about, like, oh, it's cool, the, you know, the alternate history thing, even though there's still more story-driven. Is that, yeah, I feel like the historicalness of the story kind of varies between games. Like, Assassin's Creed 3 feels like it's very rooted in history, with, you know, all the people you meet and the times they die and stuff. Oh wait, the smith, not the tailor. Oh, no, repairs required, okay. You got any new armor? Nope. There it is. I guess it's based on feathers? Which is really just 1 point of damage and deflect higher than what I was already using. So it's really not even that much of an improvement, which is why I wasn't too broken up about not having it. in Rome. Did the game never re-equip me with my other stuff? It never gave me my other stuff. What the heck, game? Yeah, with this game in particular, I mean, I really don't know Italian history that well, but this game in particular feels more like it's doing its own original story in Italy, and the historical stuff is secondary, very secondary. Like, you know, you meet Leonardo da Vinci and game, I don't have the cestus on. Oh wait, yes I do. I'm looking at the wrong hand. And what was the best knife? This one. Okay, put it away. Put that away too. Like, I don't think the Depazzi are real people. I don't know about the Barbarigos. I'm pretty sure Rodrigo Borgia was never an actual pope. Although I think they said he had like a different name that he went by while he was pope. But a lot of the story does not feel like it's following anything actually historical that happened. But I don't know. I could be wrong because again, I don't know Italian history. Really, the only thing I know is U.S. history, and that's more just coincidence. But hey, at least one of the many games Assassin's Creed has done is in a historical period that I actually know a little bit about. I would definitely be interested in watching videos talking about, you know, each individual Assassin's Creed game's historical moments and stuff like that. Alright, off to Florence. Hang on. Gotta scroll back up to the Florence map. Let's go here. Excuse me. Also, I remember hearing people talk about how disappointing this game's ending is. You know, the part where you're beating up Rodrigo with your fists. Like, I could have sworn people, you know, they always talk about it, like, oh man, the ending is so bad because you just stand there punching this guy for 10 minutes while they talk. It wasn't terrible. Maybe that's coming from people who don't understand the importance of Ezio not killing Rodrigo. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be significant character development. For him to not kill the guy he should be really mad at because his family, half of his family was killed because of him. Oh, there it is. That was easy.
Do you see what's going on? Not yet, but you will.
You know, I'm not really sure what Subject 16 is trying to teach us here. I don't think it's going to teach us anything that we weren't already told by Minerva. Power they wield to cut down their enemies. Well, that's a cane. Those are swords. Is that a sword? I don't know if I'll count that. It's a spear. That shouldn't count. Oh, King Arthur. Joan of Arc. Okay, that one, and... I just took a guess. So apparently there was a sword that was a piece of Eden. In their hands, the wise men lean on a great force. Oh, it's the cane now, isn't it? Because there's the cane, or the scepter, or whatever it was. I don't think it's in that one. There's a scepter. There's a scepter. Number 2? That was just a guess. I wasn't going to make an Indiana Jones reference when they said, it's like, oh, you need the apple and the staff. It's like, it just reminded me of Indiana Jones. And then it turns out like, oh, you actually do put the apple on the staff. It is just like Indiana Jones. All right, now we need to mark the next spot, which is this building. I think the significant landmarks are all these gray buildings. Maybe not, because like, what the heck is this then? Unless it's counting like this whole, this trio as like one landmark. And then maybe these 2 things. I was like, where's my map? Eagle vision. Yeah, I was prepared for that fight with Rodrigo to go on endlessly. And then I beat him. I was like, wait, is that it? Because I could have sworn people said that it goes on for like 20 minutes. And you're just endlessly punching each other, and it's really ridiculous. No, that felt like the right amount of time for me punching a guy to death. Or to not to death. Oh, we're at the I don't think they called it brothel. I forget what they called it. We're back at this place. Oh, come on, Ezio. You can make that. See? Okay. Gee, I wonder if that's the glyph.
They were mostly heroes. See how the lineage is disrupted? The web of history traps the good, and the evil take what is not theirs.
Ah, we're at another one of these. And I happen to remember from watching Steven do these that we're now at the part where some of them rotate 2 parts. Which doesn't bother me that much. Because you align the parts that move simultaneously, and then, you know, don't unalign them. And then you should be good. Wait. Ah, okay. So now I need to... Oh, is it rotating a different... Okay, well, that's fine. As long as I get it lined up with how it's supposed to be, I can go back and correct this. Yeah, there we go. Well, okay, that's it for the middle, but... Oh, hey, that did it. Yeah, I'm not gonna claim I'm the best at puzzles, but I like to think I have enough grasp on order of operations that I can reason out the right way to do these. The tricky part is recognizing what the heck is on the part you're rotating to begin with. Okay, let me go to the center, so I can tell what the heck I'm looking at to rotate it the right way. Okay, that should go down there. It's like Skyrim has some puzzles like these sometimes. And I distinctly remember one where the solution is just... This one rotates all 4 of them, this one rotates 3 of them, this one rotates 2, and this one only rotates itself. So you basically just do them in the order of which one rotates the most. And then you go down from there. Ooh, this one's gonna be hard just because of its art style. That's kind of rude. Is that right? I can't tell. Yeah, there we go. That's right. Except now I gotta line it up with the outside because that's gonna rotate it when I rotate that. There. Yeah, again, it's mostly the art style that's throwing me off. Where am I putting your face? There's the rest of your head. And then fix that. No. There we go. Yeah, I will admit sometimes I do just kind of stumble into the solution, but
Behold,
I have a vague idea of what I'm
the
doing.
mark of Cain.
Okay. So it's all different artworks depicting Cain killing Abel, was it? For the apple. Or an apple. And that reveals the truth. How? I'm also not going to give too much attention to the videos that those unlock because they only make sense once you unlock all of them. So I'm just going to wait till we get to that point. Uneagle vision, please. Okay, I think the next one is... Yes, it's here. I want to say that trying to find all of these glyphs was something that slowed me down in actually beating this game. Something that contributed to me burning out on it and just going to play something else and then never getting back to this. Until, you know, until it's been enough time and I'm like, it's been a while. I should probably start over. Because I'm sure that every time I've tried to play through this game, I've also tried to get all the glyphs. But now that I've seen a Let's Play, it's like, well, what's the point? Well, now the point is I've beaten the game and I've got some extra time to kill while playing it. So I might as well go get them. And in the process, I should also end up finding out if there's... Yep, I saw it. There it is. In the process, I'll just happen to check every city for any potential objectives I may have missed that aren't glyphs. First plucked from a tree, guarded by a snake, its power performed miracles, then... worn across the ages, torn asunder, hidden under a sea of red. Reconstructed the timeline. That I gotta put these in order of how these apples would have been. Alright, I gotta hold it. Okay, Joseph, Egypt. Jason, Greece. Jesus, Jerusalem. They are giving me years. So, I guess I gotta find the ones that have... No, it's the ones that have red. Because I don't think they're showing apples. So I just have to do the ones that are red, and I gotta put them in order of era. So this is BCE. So that should be there. I don't know when prehistory is supposed to be. I assume also BC? So hang on, maybe that one should be there, and that one. And then BC turns to AD with the birth of Jesus. And then... Oh wait, that one's also BC. So that's 970, and this is 7,000. So this one, because it's counting backwards, I think that, like, you know, 100 BC is closer to our time, or yeah, closer to our time than 200. So that should be it. And then Jesus. Okay, close enough. Spore! Maybe I'll go play some Spore after this. No. I actually don't have Spore on this computer, and I can't have it on this computer because I don't have a disk drive. Oh, not that. Well, maybe he's holding an apple. Maybe his cross contains a cross. Whoa. That's a conspiracy theory for the ages. They took it. Oh, the beeping is a metal detector. Or apple of Eden detector. Piece of Eden detector. Alright, next stop. Okay. Should be one here. Not the doctor. Should be around there. And I am not next to fast travel. Well, I think I'm close enough to be able to run there. So I think what the way that they were saying the did I just tackle a guy? Oops. The way that they were saying the hang on, let me lower my put that down so I can see the chat again. The way that they were saying the Earth was going to be destroyed, I think that's also a I don't want to say conspiracy theory, but you know, a theory that people have is that the Earth's magnetic, I'm going to say it's like the Earth's magnetic field weakens in like no, not Venice. Not Tuscany. Oh, I can't fast travel within the same city? Well, that's stupid. Like, it appears and disappears in waves. And when the Earth's magnetic field becomes too weak, it rotates its axis. Like, it changes its axis of rotation, which would be very cataclysmic because it would, you know, because the Earth is constantly rotating, so everything is rotating with it. But if the magnetic field of the Earth changed, then everything that's on it would not cleanly move with it. They say, like, tectonic plates would shift, and the oceans and the winds would just become completely destructive, because suddenly now they're not rotating with the Earth, so they're whipping the other way. Or, you know, they're continuing the way they were going, and now the Earth is going a different way, so it's moving. You know, it's like pulling the rug out from someone, except with the ocean. It's like everything would just become completely destructive and completely wipe out, like, everything on Earth. Which sounds terrifying. And it would be. But it hasn't happened yet, so, you know, knocking on wood is, you know, things are fine. I saw a video not too long ago that was talking about What's a succinct way to talk about this hour-long video I watched? Like, the different eras of, like, dinosaurs and stuff, you know, prehistorical stuff. And all the different creatures that lived and then got wiped out by, you know, different various extinction events. And yeah, again, for as frightening as that sounds, like it's not again because I didn't provide any hope for the. You know, maybe one day the Earth is just gonna start rotating the other way, and then we're just gonna be completely screwed. But it hasn't happened yet. Oh, that's probably, yeah, the piece of Eden. That, you know, we shouldn't really be that afraid of another extinction event that would suddenly come along and wipe out all life on Earth, because it's happened before humans existed. It is, oh yeah, the sword. Before humans have existed, that, you know, there were dinosaurs, but then an extinction event happened, and now there aren't. But then life continued. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Thanks for this lovely minigame, Subject 16.
Without the staff, the Tsar was powerless. He could no longer control his subjects. Revolution! Revolution!
You know, I like to think that humans are savvy and what's the word? Resilient enough. Oh, it's a monkey! I just realized it's not. The icon's a monkey. Yeah, I like to think humans could survive a possible cataclysm. You know, with like doomsday bunkers or whatever. You know, your insert your preferred method of avoiding dying in a cataclysm here. I like to think that if another extinction event happened, maybe not all the humans would survive, but humans would survive. And maybe if they don't, maybe a new intelligent race would evolve. Maybe humans will get wiped out, but then the next humans will be way smarter. You know, the next, maybe not Homo sapiens, but some whatever they call themselves. The people who come next. Because I think that was also something. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't following the video very strongly because it was talking about stuff that I really have never heard of before. All those different Jurassic periods and creatures and life forms that I'd never seen before. But they said something about, like, there kind of were human-like races before, or at the very least races that utilized tools in a way. I don't know if that's describing it the right way. But humans were the first to take it as far as we did. So I don't know, that makes me think if humans were wiped out and then something new were to evolve into a human-like state, they would be superhuman. They would be like humans, but way smarter. Or at least smarter in some regards. You know, more evolved. I guess it's on top of here? All I remember is this is where I chased and killed a guy. There might have been another guy that was in the beginning of the game. Oh, wait. I see glitches. I see glyph. Was that Japanese?
3 thefts, hidden by the murders. People only see what they're trained to see. What the organization wants them to see.
Ooh, hat trick. Oh, is this where I got it? I thought it was another one of those. Oh, that was Houdini? I didn't read the thing. The people who had pieces of Eden and are now dead. I forgot what I was saying. That distracted me. I thought that was going to be another one of those, like they did before, where they made me burn Joan of Arc.
Where has Jack gone?
Oh, I got to enter the password. Hang on. No, that's not right. There we go. So 6 equals 1. So, therefore... That was a fun puzzle. New Frontier HQs, even the go-ahead extracted the resource negotiations are over. F is planning to give the vote to everyone. Reason just doesn't work with someone like him. Or someone like that. I'll send you the driver. We've trained him with PE2 in our labs. He shouldn't be any trouble. The motorcade route is marked below. Once the target has been downed either by Oswald or Z. Why is he not O? Use PE1 to stage a distraction. Make some kind of phantom appear around this slope I've marked with an X. Freak people out. The driver will grab PE3 in the confusion. I'm gonna miss this side of the series where things are all conspiracy theories. Because I know they abandoned it at some point. Like, there's no way, once you get down to where they become heavy action RPGs with loot drops and horse armor, that they're still thinking about the story in the background being conspiracy theories about how the world is really being run. Which I've watched enough videos talking about theories, you know, not necessarily preaching the theories, not trying to tell me that they're what actually happened, but, you know, enough videos talking about interesting theories that now I think this story is interesting. Because of that angle that they're coming at with, oh, well, what if theories are true? What if there really is a secret organization controlling the world? What if I have to go to Tuscany now? It's funny how many of these theories I'm recognizing from videos I've watched not too long ago. Like, apparently there's a sword that's a piece of Eden, and that's funny because I watched a video just last night talking about out-of-time artifacts, and one of the artifacts they talked about was a supposed sword that was much stronger than the person who wielded it should have been able to have. Except the truth of the matter was that there are steel sword forging techniques that existed from way before the person who supposedly had a sword stronger than they should have had. So it's not really much of a theory so much as just inaccuracy, I guess. But it's still interesting. It is, again, it's a fun angle coming at this alternate history story where, oh, well, it turns out all those religious artifacts, yeah, no, they're actually ancient pieces of ancient technology from the people who came before us, from the people who made us. Oh, but they're not gods. They're just people who were just really smart and capable of making an entirely separate sentient race of people that look exactly the same. I hope by the end of Revelations I'm wearing a tinfoil hat. Alright, let's see. I feel like I might have already gotten one of these Tuscany ones. But I don't know if it's really gonna... I mean, the only way I can know is if I get to one and then I can't scan it. You scale your wall. Just lift all this crap out front. Pick that up so that if you get invaded, you don't have people running up non-existent walls. Why do I still have notoriety here? Excuse me. Don't I have a cape that can prevent me from getting notoriety here? No, not the map button. Yeah, the Medici cape. It's square to equip. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why this applies to Tuscany. Like, I get Florence, because they got pretty big influence in Florence, but apparently they got... The Medici have influence in Tuscany, too. I didn't think about that. Hey, you know what you know what I think of your playing? I think you're pretty good. Here. There was a time Steven got like 3 of those guys came up to him at once. And they were not singing in sync. They were all singing different songs. It would have been really cool if they had programmed it so that when multiple guys come up to you like that, they sing the same song, but they play different parts. Oh, man, it's... Yeah, shut up. He's throwing money! Get him! I don't know if I marked the right tower. Wait, is it up? Oh, wait, I think one of them is on top of a tower. So now I have to make the arduous climb all the way up a tower. Well, at least no one's shooting at me. And I got the hop. Hopefully, if it's not at the top of this one, I'll at least be able to see which one it is on top of. Through the glitch particles that help you find them. Nope, that's a treasure chest. Well, shoot. I can still see that guy's body, even though he's dead. I mean, it's still glowing red. It shouldn't be glowing red. Okay, where is... It's... Oh, maybe it's not this tower. Oh, I think I know. It's down there. I might have already gotten this one. Yeah, okay. So there's one I have gotten. That's what that looks like, if I haven't already shown that before. I think those are 2 towers, but this should be the one that's on the side at the very bottom. I remember seeing Steven do... Hey, look, it's the... Oh, Ezio, stop peering over the edge of that 2-inch step. I still feel just so happy that I've beaten this game now. There it is. Did I get that one too? No, I have not.
Something was up there. Something abandoned long ago.
Apollo. We're going to the moon! Find the eagle. It's off in deep space. Oh, it actually was out in the dark part. Well, ain't that funny? What? Don't tell me this game's about to tell me that there actually are bases on the moon. That's another conspiracy theory video that I've seen recently. Oh, it's a rotating puzzle. Oh, look, it's lockpicking in Starfield. Keep wanting to call it Starlink. Okay, this is where I should work outside in. No, I shouldn't. I should be inside out. Because that does matter. Okay. So now I'm going to go all the way out, if I can remember where the out even is. Yeah, that should be lined up. But no, that's not going to be... See, it's still tricky, but I have an idea of how I'm supposed to be doing this, because clearly there is... Shoot. There is a set way to do this. That's so stupid to say. What I meant was, like, there is an order you're meant to do these in. There we go. Because there's no way that they set it up where, you know, you can't just... There is an order they expect you to do them in. So it's you're not just spinning them randomly. You got to figure out which one do I need to move, and then which one gets moved after that. I feel like I'm just describing the concept of a puzzle, rather than trying to express the thought I meant to. Original, unreleased, negative. Oh, I see. I'm not a tinfoil hat wearer, but it is interesting how much NASA hides from us. Like the face on Mars. I think that's like an actual thing you can go fact check, that there were photos of the face on Mars, and for some reason NASA did not want to get, you know, they didn't want to go up to that location on Mars with the rover. And then when they did go to it, they didn't release the photos. And when they did release the photos, they were edited. So, you know, I could believe that if there was anything cool on the moon, then NASA was hiding it from us. But I also believe that there was nothing on the moon, it's just rocks. But there are some peculiarities on the moon that for whatever reason, NASA doesn't want us to see them. I think another thing about Mars is, like, for some reason they color correct all the Mars photos to make them more red than they actually are, than Mars actually is. But I don't remember how you're able to find that out. I think it's like something you can do in Photoshop. You can, like, undo the filtering and then it makes the photo look more natural. Or something like that. I'm not a Photoshop expert, so I have no idea how that even works. But I'm definitely not out here about to tell you the moon landing was fake, because it was real.
With Jack deep
We
under
really
pressure,
went to the moon.
it was easy.
And it seems that Assassin's Creed is also saying that the moon landing was real, but the pieces of Eden help us achieve it. Alright, where's my next stop? Why am I not able to toggle Eagle Vision right after doing those? Okay. For some reason, I thought I was at the third one of these three that they're showing. Oh no, I landed on a courtesan. No, I'm sorry. Here, wait. There you go. 40 florins should cover that, right? She didn't actually get hurt. She got right back up. She's fine. Okay. What are you mad at? I'm just climbing on a roof. I didn't realize parkour was illegal. Go that way. You know, what I just find so funny about theories about the moon landing being faked is how easily you can debunk the theories debunking the moon landing. It's been too long since I saw that video debunking those theories, so I don't quite remember all the things, but
He wanted to stop the cycle, to tell the secret. Shit! I've gotta keep thinking. Ruin the headaches.
I remember one was like, oh, well, here's this documentary about how the moon landing was actually a film by the guy who made 2001: A Space Odyssey. But then you watch that supposed documentary, and the guy who's like, oh, yes, I'm the guy who made 2001: A Space Odyssey. I forget what his name was. I want to say Martin Scorsese. And that's not actually the guy. It's like, how is that not something that... Well, okay, this is a thing debunking the moon landing, so it's not like anyone needs to go along and say, hey, here's a public service announcement for you. That's not the guy who he says he is. Okay, let me read this and I'll continue that train of thought. The economic transmission of power without wires is all-surpassing importance to man. Oh, this is from Nikola Tesla. I didn't see the part where it says, from Nikola Tesla. By its means, he will gain complete mastery of the air, the sea, and the desert. Not air, land, and sea? Air, sea, and desert? It will enable him to dispense with the necessity of mining, pumping, transporting, and burning fuel, and so do away with innumerable causes of sinful waste. It will make the living glorious son his obedient, toiling slave. It will bring peace and harmony on earth. Okay, I'm just hovering over these light bulbs. Is there a wrong answer to this? Okay. the Warden Cliff Tower under construction. Yeah, this is a really frustrating historical story. A frustrating piece of history. So, this is less conspiracy theory and more... It's not really confirmed, but we can pretty much infer that it was. That Nikola Tesla was working on this invention to transmit energy throughout the entire planet. Free... I think it was free, limitless energy. And, he died. You know, he died before being able to finish... Or no, his investors pulled out. And instead of funding his experiments into, you know, funding this machine that was going to bring energy to the entire world.
He found it in Croatia. They would find it in his lab.
That his investors, instead of funding that machine, went to fund oil. And I think other fuel industries. But, you know, I think oil being like the main one. And it's not really conspiracy theory that to say that, you know, they pulled out because they realized, hey, wait, if he makes this machine that makes free energy, we can't profit from that. So we're going to go to the thing that we're going to fund the thing that we can profit from. And here comes the conspiracy part. Supposedly anyone who attempts to make any kind of machine like that, you know, anything that's going to undermine a big business like oil or like airlines, that they end up dying under mysterious circumstances. Because, oh, well, you know, if this guy makes this machine that's going to make our business obsolete, we're going to go extremely bankrupt. Is there no hay to jump into from this tower? And that's extremely frustrating. Not that there's no hay, but that, you know, if it's true that these people keep dying because businesses need to stay businesses, because people need to make money. Is that the hay? There it is. That's frustrating. I think the thing I was thinking of with Nikola Tesla was, well, he didn't die before making his machine, but he never got the funding to finish it, and then he died, and now we don't know how to make the machine. I hope one day someone figures it out, because that's amazing and depressing that Nikola Tesla figured out how to do that, because it's even with today's technology, it sounds preposterous. Alright, I gotta look up a new map. But that it was ever possible at all is incredible. And I hope one day someone figures out how to make that machine. Okay, still need to be in Tuscany. But now I gotta go over here where I started. Actually, I think I got that one. I'm gonna double check it. But yeah, gonna go do it. Even if I don't need to do it. Because I just gotta make sure. I don't want to have to come back. Keep forgetting to minimize my map here. So I can still see chat. Gotta see chat. Don't want someone showing up and then being like, hey, why aren't you looking at chat? Like, oh, I'm sorry, I left my map open. Here. 10 for each of ya. The easy way. Va bene. I just realized they kind of say that like could. You know, like when Tim or Poulter says could. Yep, there it is. Oops. Didn't mean to jump. Yep, I got it. Okay. Good. think the next one is over there. I'm not even gonna look at the map again, because like it was in that general direction, and that's a big building on the map. Why would it not be over there? Run around with throwing money. Looks so ridiculous. The funny thing is, I can do it while holding sprint. Like, I'm going full tilt as fast as Ezio can go, and I can still do it. I can do both. Man, I sure would like to shield surf down that hill. Ezio hasn't learned how to do that yet. I feel like I should clarify, that's a joke. Assassin's Creed does not have shield surfing. Yet. Honestly, it does surprise me a little bit that there hasn't been an Assassin's Creed that tries to be Breath of the Wild. I mean, I think Ubisoft did do their take on that formula with, I think they were the ones who made Immortals, Phoenix Rising, which I still haven't finished. I really gotta get back to that. Which one would say that, oh, well, if you haven't finished it, then you should just, you know, just consider that you don't, you know, just say that, oh, you didn't like the game enough to finish it, and you don't have to finish it, but I want to. Sometimes when you go back and finish a game, you go, hey, wait, this game is actually really cool. It's a shame I didn't beat it sooner. Is that it over there? No, that's a feather. I'm gonna get it anyway. And that's a chest. And that's a house. And that's a bee! Man, when's the last time I made that reference? Because, hey, you know what game that I played for, like, 10 minutes and then put down, and I was like, I should probably go back to playing that. Wargroove. And now I'm, like, on Act 6. I don't know how close to the end that is, but it feels like I'm getting close. Or maybe they're going to pull the rug out from me, and then I'm not actually going to be at the end of the game in the next mission. It sure feels like that's what they're heading towards. Maybe that it over there? What is that glowing white? Okay, no, that's just a bench. Dishonored was also like that for me. I sat on Dishonored 2 for a while. Actually, I don't even know if I beat Dishonored 1 before getting Dishonored 2, but basically both games I played a little bit and was like, yeah, it's cool, and then I stopped playing. And then later, you know, because when I don't finish a game, it sits in the back of my mind. It's like, that's right, I should beat that game. You know, something will remind me of it. It's like, oh yeah, I gotta beat that. And then sometimes I actually do that, and then I realize, like, oh, hey, this game is amazing. And Dishonored was definitely like that for me. Dishonored is amazing, especially Dishonored 2. I love Dishonored 2. Dishonored 1 is still pretty cool, and some have argued that it's the better game. I am not one of those people. Because I play for the gameplay and not the narrative themes and ability to insert your own headcanon. Okay, where is the freaking glyph? See, this is why I didn't want to do this without a guide. Because it would just be me running around like, where is it? I looked on all these walls and there was no glyph. I may have to read the part of this guide that specifies the glyph's location a little bit more deeply. Did I already look on this building? Yeah, I've still been playing Wargroove. Excuse me. I did a mission today that I swear took all day. But part of that was because I lost. I lost, like, you know, I started playing in the morning, and then I lost around the afternoon, maybe more closer to 11. God, man. I've lost like twice. Lost that mission twice. Because I kept letting my leaders get killed. One of those deaths was to the freaking dragons who do like extreme damage to enemies standing on paths, and I didn't realize it was in the range of a dragon, and then he just comes along and just obliterates me. Like, dang it. I was doing so good, and then I got obliterated by a dragon. And then that second time I wasn't doing so good, so I wasn't too mad that I died. But I was still kind of frustrated that I died, because... Man, I didn't realize that I was in danger. I didn't die to a dragon, but it's still frustrating because I didn't realize that my leader was capable of dying in that situation at that point in time. Because I do try to be careful about where my units are positioned and who was in range to be able to attack them. But sometimes, you know, people slip through. It's like, oh, well, didn't see that guy there. I guess I'm dead. That stinks. That is probably my biggest complaint with Wargroove, and not really a knock against the game itself. I gotta look at the map, hang on. But more just me coming from it after playing Fire Emblem. Like 2 Fire Emblems. Because both Fire Emblem games I've played have the ability to highlight the enemy's attack range and keep it highlighted. Oh, there it is. Because Wargroove does let you highlight it, but it doesn't stay highlighted when you, like, move, like when you go to move your units and stuff. So you have to check for each individual unit. Oh, Thomas Edison archive. Thomas Edison's archive. Okay. 4 equals 1. I see it. 4. Now this is where it gets tricky, because which 4 equals 1? Because I see I can rotate the red part, so I assume that 4 is the gray part and 1 is the part I can rotate. Although, maybe it should be 4 equals 1, because 4 is... Because 1 is the part that doesn't move. 1 is always there at the top. Which makes me think that that's the one that I should be aligning. So I'm going to try that first. Okay, so 9 is 2. 1 is 4. And 7 is 0. Okay, there we go. It's all in cursive, so I have a hard time reading it. Also, I'm scratching my nose. So I'm scratching my nose. From Thomas Edison's archive. Or from the laboratory. Dear Mr. Morgan, a serious matter has come to my attention. Nikola Tesla plans to use PE4... Oh, Piece of Eden 4 to create an information network across the entire world. And if that weren't bad enough, he intends to allow access to it for free. Imagine the masses spreading knowledge amongst themselves instantaneously. That will make everything we intend to do much more difficult. So does this mean to tell me that Thomas Edison was a Templar? He must cut all funds for his experiments at once. In case you get cold feet, I'll have you know he wants to make electricity free as well, thereby putting us out of business. I've already begun slandering Tesla in the press. Just relocate his funding and I'll take care of PE4 myself. Sincerely yours, Thomas Edison. That's hilarious. Nikola Tesla lost his funding because he had a piece of Eden and Thomas Edison decided that that was not okay. Also, he's gonna make electricity free. And we can't have that now, can we? This improves the danger of AC current by electrocuting circus elephant on camera. Oh no, we're actually gonna watch it. Topsy, no! Topsy!
He wanted everyone to know the secret, to set us all free. They used it to drive him insane.
Ford archive. The Dearborn Independent, in other words, with the international Jew, the world's problem. What? Well, I assume by the pictures of the cars that yes, it's that Ford. The problem is, I don't remember his first name, so I can't specify. But yes, that Ford. Henry Ford. Is that it? That feels right. Henry Ford. Okay. I see one spot where it shows the symbols that are here on my wheel. It's 2 lines and then 2 dots. Right, I guess you could call it Morse code because it's could you call these dash? I guess dashes are horizontal, but they're still long lines, which is it's still the same concept as Morse code because it's, you know, you have basically 3 signals and more. I assume blank counts as nothing, right? You know, dead air, nothing, like that. And then there's, you know, dot, which is beep, and then there's the dash, which is beep. So you could still call those dashes, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, just annoying. So 1, 3. That's good. And 9, which is 2. 2 dashes. No. Did I... Is the wheel wrong or is my input wrong? The wheel is wrong. Oh, I didn't... I was trying to see if I could, like, move around the camera or something using the right stick, you know, the camera thumbstick. Apparently that can move the cursor too, which is weird because I only ever think of this stick, the left stick, as being able to do that, and the D-pad. I don't see anything else on here that is any semblance of close to what the code wheel has on it. It's like I see it's 2 lines and then 2 dots. It doesn't equal any. It doesn't show me anything that says it's equal to anything. There's a 2 on one of his cars. So it's actually supposed to... Don't tell me I had it off by 1 notch. Can I put this as blank? I cannot. So is this wrong? Or do I just have to guess what's next in the sequence? On the code wheel, that's, I guess, supposed to be missing? Oh yeah, I see, they're blurred out. So then, I think, just by sheer coincidence, I had 9 correct. There we go. From Henry Ford. The Dearborn Midge? It's easier to read than the cursive that was on Edison's letter, that's for sure. Dear Mr. Edison, I want to thank you for letting me make use of PE4 all these years. Among several things, I was able to convince the workers I was raising their pay to $5 a day, when, in fact, I gave them a pay cut. But I had to let Piece of Eden 4 go. As per instructions, I've shipped it to Europe. H has it, so I assume the war will begin as soon as he can take over. I don't like what they're implying there. I mean, if we're assuming that all these people were getting letters from are Templars, that H is a Templar, which I could be okay with. But man, are they saying that Templars were responsible for, you know, let's just call him the most hated person ever? That's the only H I can think of that had anything to do with war. We'll let him have his fun. Lord knows that kind of purge will be good for Europe. Honestly, I could believe that as being something Henry Ford has said before. Because, you know, people used to be racist back in the times. Back in whatever this era was that he lived in. The sad thing is people are still racist. That's depressing. And then ended with a bang as planned. Out of the chaos of war, a new order will emerge. I've enclosed a picture from Florida of you, me, and Firestone. He started a tire company, right, I assume? We should attempt to spend more time on the golf course this summer. Yours, Henry Ford. Is this a real photo? Honestly, I don't fully believe that these 3 people were in the same place for a picture. It would be pretty funny if that was a real photo, though. No manipulation at all. And it just plays in, it just happens to play into the narrative they're painting here with this game's story. You know, the story they're painting with the story. Okay, on Eagle Vision, please. Where are we stopping next? This is taking longer than I thought it would. I'm gonna keep going though. Good thing all these puzzles passing are the ones I've already solved. Oh. The guide was listing the next location as Rogmagna. It's like, where is that? It's Forley. The next place is Forley. I just forgot that Forley is part of Romagna. I also didn't read far enough ahead in the header to read the part where it says Forley, glyph locations and solutions. Wait, hang on. Gotta open that back up. Gotta mark fast travel station. By the way, I forgot to mention that mission that I said I did in Wargroove that felt like it took all day. That was another one of those battles where it was, you know, A rank was like 23 turns. I took like 45. Although part of that was me taking a victory lap of wiping out absolutely everything that my enemy had. Because I lost that mission twice, and neither of those times felt like it was particularly my fault. Just me happening to not see an enemy that was going to come and kill me. So I was glad to take a victory lap there. Really rub it in their face that they lost. I took fishmen on land. That's how much of a victory lap I took. They were getting invaded from the rear, pretty much. I mean, you know, it's directions are relative, but like you could tell like all other forces were set up to be protecting this particular entrance, and I went the exact opposite. So I considered that an attack from the rear. Yeah, Ramagna, Oli. Sure, that would sound better if I could roll my R's, but I never learned how to do that. Okay, first stop is the lighthouse. And then... I could have sworn that there was a building... I think... So, the lighthouse is the part that has the glyph. And the landmark that I remember seeing... You know, when I was running around doing off-screen stuff, you know, doing side content, that I went, it was that building. It's right here. I was running around it, and it gave me the pop-up. It's like, hey, this place is this location. And the little icon had the eye on it to let you know that there was a glyph on it. So I ran around. I was like, okay, well, let me try to find it. It's not a big building. It only has 4 sides. And I ran around it. And I ran around in here. And I didn't see anything. I checked these walls here. I didn't find anything. Apparently that pop-up, for whatever location it was telling me about, was also connected to the lighthouse, which the guide is telling me has a glyph. So that's annoying. Like, genuinely, I find that kind of frustrating that the game was... You know, I walked up to a building that's seemingly unrelated, and it was like, hey, where's the glyph? The game told me there was a glyph here. And it turns out that it's here on the lighthouse, which I would consider its own landmark. So yeah, I see it. There it is. Its own landmark, separate from this, or separate from that other building. Man, I climbed this lighthouse like 4 times, and I didn't see this. I feel so stupid. I saw my view count go to 2, and then went back to 1, down to 1. I feel so stupid. Wait, I was looking away. Did that say I am become death? Is this Oppenheimer now? I think that's him. Yep, that Oppenheimer. Man, where was this, like, 2 months ago when that movie came out? Okay, well, I see a 9. And it's on a cloud. Woo. Cloud 9. Now, where is the symbol? I am become Codebreaker. I think it's the triangle. So this should be other way. Imbeciles. And then 2 is whatever comes before square. Circle. Oh. And then 5 is whatever comes after circle square. It's not just me, right? These are starting to make like a lot of sense. Because I want to feel smart, but I'm sure those are easy for everyone, right? You know, once you realize what you're doing. Subject, test authorization. There comes a time in the life of every experiment when we must test our results outside in the world. Oh, this is... Forgot to read the part. This is from Abstergo. I do not relish a successful outcome, but one is essential if we are to begin the foundations of a new world order. Again, I don't like that phrasing because I heard it's pretty gross. It has gross implications. You know, H. Global security and prosperity depend on a steady hand guiding the populace. A hand that will not fall under the weight of conscience. Given O the authorization. Oppenheimer. I believe that history will vindicate us in the end. Yeah, you know, after we let that guy do his war thing and you know, kill a whole lot of people just because he didn't like them, then people will call us heroes. They won't have a choice. Let me guess. A bomb. I am become death. Yeah, I was hoping that would also include a clip where Oppenheimer actually says that. Okay. I'm just glad that that was a searching one, you know, a metal detector one, and not find the picture. And then I just couldn't see anything. I feel like I might have already gotten the one that's actually inside the city walls of Forley. But I'm gonna go anyway. I'm gonna burp anyway. Throat! We're done now. Stop gurgling. I'm gonna take a horse. And they can't stop me. I got the armor of Altair. I got the sword of Altair. I got the soul of Altair. I got Altair's blood. I got everything Altair. I even have his face. He's got a beard now, though, because I got stabbed. You know how it goes. I'm just thinking about how I made that joke earlier where I burped. It's like, man, that is terrible commentary. I'm so bad at this. I don't have a moment like that with the Altair bit. I'm like, how is it that I have a moment where I'm so stupid and I burp and I try to make a joke of that, and it feels like the dumbest thing ever. And then I have that bit where I bring it back around, the stabbing equals having a beard. Yeah, I've gotten that one. Let me go up to it just to be sure it's not a proximity thing. Good. Alright, I think those are the only two in Forley. So now we gotta go back to good old gigantic freaking Venice. I didn't get a drink of water. Man, I was hoping to go watch Nintendo Capri Sun's next stream. The stream he's doing right now. He might be done by the time I'm done. Man, why do I gotta have the same stream schedule as other people that I like to watch? I mean, I could just change my schedule, but no, this makes sense. They should change theirs. I don't actually think that. You know, I was running this way because of the fast travel system, but you know, I might as well just go to the part where, you know, the load door for Venice. There wasn't even a fast travel system, fast travel station out here anyway. Well, oh well. I ran the wrong way, but you know what? It's not really the wrong way. It's the right way. Because assassins are all about freedom, and freedom means free will. And I just Okay, my horse is also expressing its free will to jump over invisible walls and glitch to the side. That's pretty cool of you, horse. Your free will, and free will means I've decided that I will exert my free will to come over here to this boat. This is not the wrong way, this is the right way. I have dictated it with my free will. Is that a contradiction, dictating with free will? Because dictating takes free will away from people. Have a nice stretch during this loading screen. Sure is a long one. There we go. See, that's how you get loading screens to stop being so long, is you say out loud, man, this loading screen sure is long. Okay. One of them is here. And then one is right here, so I don't even think I need to make a marker for that. And then one is way over the other way. I think this bridge isn't always here. I think it's being built over the course of the game. Could be wrong, though. Okay, there's only so many places that this glyph can be hiding on this wall. Oh, you can't walk across those wires. Did I call this a wall? I meant the bridge. There's only so many places it can be hiding on the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry, I broke your box. Here, let me pay for that. How much was it? Like 20 florins? Excuse me. I forgot that the bridge has the little... Or the glyph. Jeez, stop saying the wrong words. The glyph has the glitch particles. So it should be easier to spot it with eagle vision. Oh, is that it? Not dive. Swim faster. Is that it? I think? Yeah. I wasn't sure, because it could have also been a treasure chest, and that would have made me mad.
I don't know what's happening to me. I have been in the machine, you keep putting me back in, and I am losing control. It's all blurring together. I'm holding a rifle. Gettysburg is in the distance. I just stabbed a man, and there is blood on my waistcoat. I'm at the opera. Soprano. So beautiful. I'm in bed with her. She cries as I fuck her.
That's too much information,
at the
man.
Forum. No one listens. I'm in the forest hunting. Oh, the moon. I can see the moon. I'm here. I have to stay here until you understand. Listen, why do we have these gifts, these abilities? Because it's in our blood.
Ah, it's just like the game. Assassin's Creed Bloodlines. Seeds were planted as two worlds became one. Behold, the assassins, the children of two worlds. Okay, visited by a god. Let's consider that one of them. The three graces. Possibly not. Venus of Urbino. I mean, Venus was a goddess, right? How about that? Can't see it. Jupiter and Io. Sure. That's just one person. That's not the joining of two worlds. Leda and the Swan. Maybe. Cupid and Psyche. No. Hero and Lender. No. Cleopatra before Caesar. No. So I think it's supposed to be like, you know, a human with a supernatural being. But then there's the one with the swan, so I don't even know. I'm gonna try the one with the swan again. There we go. Six more to go. And they're probably all in Venice. I mean, really, that's the only place we haven't done all the things in yet anyway. I mean, the only city that's left. Ah, shoot, no, there are missions. There's a beat-up event, there's a courier. They don't seem to be, anything else, so... Do I want to waste time on these? I mean, I haven't shown them on screen before, really, so... Okay, let me get this. We're already running way longer than I would like to have gone. So, I think I will just do those off screen. So let me get these pieces of truth. And unlock that full video. Wait, was that it? No. Yes, I do. This is my reason. Ted T. Fallon's Piff. Fascinating. Yeah, it's not gonna be that simple, is it? I can't even tell which ring I'm on. Jeez. Okay, you're supposed to be like... No, not like that. Like that, yes. Go back and try to... Okay. Back to the innermost ring and make sure it's aligned with the outermost ring. You see the checkerboard pattern. It's going to be like that. Oh wait, it's hard to tell because you can't even tell what you're freaking looking at in these rings. Spin this so I know what I'm looking at. The outside. So that's how that's supposed to be. But how is this supposed to be? Oh, okay, I see. Checkerboard pattern needs to be there. So now I just need this ring to be right. Okay, that's all correct. That should be correct. I keep forgetting where my cursor is. So that's correct. The other way. Like that. That's fine, I can reset that. Because it moves on its own, I think. No, it does not. Okay, those two, I think, that are moving on the inside. Yes, they move on their own. Okay, there. The real challenge of that was figuring out how the pieces are even supposed to be oriented, let alone which order to move them in. Is this the location of all the targets in the world? You know, like Walmart, but it's Target. Okay, so these are people that assassins have killed. So, hooray, assassins! They killed John Wilkes Booth after presumably he killed Lincoln. Too little, too late. I feel. I don't know who any of these other people are, honestly. Except that, I'm pretty sure that's the Queen. Yeah, that's Cleopatra. Everybody knows Cleopatra. Stalin. Rasputin. I've heard those names. I don't really know what they've done. I think Stalin was a dictator. So again, good he's dead. I don't know if it was really important for John Wilkes Booth to die. It's like, that's more just like a revenge killing. It's like, you killed the president, I'm gonna kill you. It's like, what does that solve? Aha! You are standing on a roof, therefore you must be an assassin. Okay, let me check to see where the rest are. 17, 18 are over here. Because no matter what, I'm gonna have to run all the way across the entirety of Venice, basically. So I might as well go get the ones that are in the other direction first. Saved by the barrels. Okay, not really. Sure seemed like it was, though. It's gonna glitch. Yeah. Honestly, I want to say a contributing factor to me continually dropping this game is Venice. I think I said before, Venice is not very fun to navigate because of all the canals and all the wide spaces between the rooftops with no connecting points. But like I've realized, you're not really supposed to be on the roof. The roof is supposed to be how you get to assassination targets and stuff like that. It's not how you get to and from missions. I mean, the streets can also be kind of annoying to navigate because they're all twisty and windy and don't always go directly in the direction you want to go in, which is probably why I always end up taking to the rooftops. Even after realizing, like, oh, hey, wait, that's not how... They want you on the streets. Oh, wait, is this up here? Yeah, there it is. This is the one I thought was over in Tuscany. Because I just knew there was one on the floor of a tower.
Or was it 2000?
1708. I can't remember.
So we must be getting letters from assassins now. Nicola, we know what they have done to your lab, to your career. It may be too late to set things right, but you can help prevent something far worse. They've taken an object from the Tsar and are conducting experiments in Tunguska to figure out how to use it. Before they do, we must take it from them, or the world will be in danger. We do not ask you to risk your life, just that, when the time comes, you use your electricity to destroy the object. Regardless of your decision, know that we admire your work greatly and will bear you no ill will. We respect your freedom above all else. See, I don't think I ever realized that all of this information you're getting from these pieces of truth aren't just about the origins of man, which I guess spoilers, that's what the video clips are all about. It's pretty much already those videos are pretty much just building on what Minerva has told us. But I didn't realize that there was a whole narrative here with these letters and such that you're unlocking on the way to the entire video that are talking about in general the war between Templars and Assassins and the kinds of things they've done to history. I like how this letter very clearly shows that Assassins really are the good guys and Templars are not really bad, just kind of ruling with an iron fist. Because the Templars screwed over Nicola, and, who cares what happens to that guy? He got in our way. But here, the Assassins coming along and like, hey, can you help us? It'd be pretty cool if you helped us. We think you're pretty cool. You do cool things, and we would like it if you would help us, but you don't have to, freedom and all that. It's up to you. Okay, well, up. Things shuffled. I wanted to go to Tunguska. There we go. I give that to Mr. Tesla. Is that him destroying the artifact? Or did I blow him up? Almost there. Whew. Jeez. Okay. It would probably help if I adjust my posture. Hang on. There. Alright, next one is just over that way. I wonder if I could see it. Nope. You will not get away. And then I moved away from him too quickly to really hear him say the rest of his sentence. Hey, you guys like money? I got money. Oh, jeez. Disemboweling. I would rather not. I like my bowels. Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay, I need to get these guys dead before I can climb the tower. Oh, you're all low-level guys, aren't you? I could just dagger. Although I didn't really get a chance to use the Sword of Altair, I should probably take this as an opportunity. Bring it on.
Wait for a slip.
What? I hit counter. There. If you guys had just let me do parkour, you wouldn't have had to die. Oh, is that not one of the ledges I can grab? To go around the perimeter of the building. Is this even one I can get on top of? I'm pretty sure this is where the thing is. So it must be all the way up. Well, there's a haystack, so I must be able to get all the way up. I just don't remember how.
Are his element. Isn't that? I hear money. I heard that. Money. Go. Go.
They both heard the money. They didn't see it. They just heard it. Here we go. This has got to be the way. Man, these things never can just take you straight up, can they? They just zigzag all along the whole freaking thing. It's kind of annoying how this is the game that, well, I say that like the franchise has been going on a long time before this point, but this game made your climbing speed way faster, but then they also subsequently make climbing just as slow as ever when they do zigzagging like that, make you have to climb, you know, you climb straight up, but then suddenly now you're climbing sideways, which doesn't go as fast as climbing straight up. World War II archive. Okay, so I see the symbol, now we need to find the number. Four? Okay, so 7 is whatever comes after that funny looking W. Is the funny looking W supposed to be diagonal? It is. 9 is that, and 1 is whatever comes 2 spaces later. No, that's... Okay, they're not in the same order, it seems. So I do strictly have to do the one that comes before, so I gotta set it to 0. Wait, what? Yeah, there's 0. What? So that's 1? Oh, wait, I see I have 7 set to 8. That's 0, and that's 1. And here I was going to say that these became easier when they were no longer about numbers, because it became easier to tell which side of the wheel you were supposed to be spinning. Maybe the 4 is not the correct number. Because haven't they always been part of the picture, whereas I'm looking in the background here, basically? Well, I don't see any other numbers, but I think... So here's the problem. So if this is 9, and this is 8, then I think they're not in order. So this is definitely 9. So 1 cannot be that. So the way this... I think the way this one works is you're not... You're basically... Well... I say that, but then I don't know if... Actually, I don't say that. I didn't finish the train of thought. If this train of thought is correct, that means that you have to guess which one is 7 and which one is 1. But I think the way this works is it's not in order. So 7 is not between 6 and 8. I think I kept calling that 9 or 8 or whatever. It's not between the funny looking W and whatever symbol this is that it's currently set to. So it's not that. It could be that. Oh, It's a lot of guessing though. If I'm really correct about that. Which makes me think that the 4 is not the correct solution. And the correct solution would have 7, 9, and 1 all set correctly. Which almost makes me want to hazard a guess to say that this is how it's supposed to be oriented. And that... But... You could see it right there on the building with the picture, in the picture with the tank, that whatever number I'm looking for is supposed to be set to that. Well, I guess maybe the number I was supposed to be looking for is 9. So 9 is actually supposed to be this. 7 is... Just how many times am I gonna go to say something, and then the error is coming up from my throat like, oh, you're gonna burp, oh, and then I don't burp. Like, can you stop making me say things with a weird inflection? Dang, man, if that was gonna be, I was gonna feel so smart if that was it. Maybe not that smart. I wonder if there's a way I could spin this. Where 7, 9, and 1 still have solutions. We still have symbols set on them. So maybe this is supposed to be the bracket. Or whatever you call that thingy, the less than symbol. This is supposed to be the funny looking W. And this is supposed to be wrong.
Right, this one is tricky. There must be something distinctive about those shapes. Something on them that we can count.
Gotcha. So then, oh yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunately, he just gave me the direct solution. Or at least I think he did. So if we say it's... There must be something on there that we can count. Well, obviously, count the number of lines. So if we say the less than symbol is 2 lines, so there you go. Set that to 2. I still don't see the number. Alright, well, let's see if Sean is right. Or, let me see if I listened to Sean correctly. Oh, but that still leaves 9 as a blur. That does line up, though. Oh, well, I just realized what's the solution. If 9 is still a mystery, just find the symbol that has 9 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2. That's 1. That's 2. The code wheel says that's 0, so I'm gonna skip that. Yeah, I'm gonna skip that. I didn't really skip it. That's kind of... You could argue that's 1, but also 2. That's 1. That's 1. That's 2. I guess that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? I think that's 8. That's 7. That's a house. That's a bee! Yeah, it can't be that. So I tried it anyway. 2, 4. Isn't that 6 again? See, now I feel really stupid because I got the advice and I still have not solved the puzzle. Wondering if maybe I have the code wheel set wrong and that all of these are incorrect.
Right, this one is tricky. There must be something distinctive about those shapes. Something on them that we can count.
That's the same advice.
Right, this one is tricky. There must be something distinctive about those shapes.
Okay, thank you,
Something on
Sean.
them that we can count.
Thank you, Sean. Maybe circles don't count? See if I can find another one that looks like 9. I think that's 8 again, but I'll try it anyway. This has to be 9, because that's 9 lines. Unless that's supposed to be 1, but that would throw everything off. That one's also technically 1 line. Just also happens to include a curve. Okay, stop brute forcing. Yeah, this says it's 0. Unless this is how it's supposed to be. We're so close to getting all of these, and I just can't figure out this freaking puzzle, and the advice
This one
is not giving me more advice.
There must be something distinctive about those shapes. Something on them that we can count.
I just had to double check that. Because I was thinking, what if it's number of points? Which so far is lining up, because the less than symbol has 1 point, the circle has 0, and then the next one has 2, and then 3, and then we can't see 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 points. 1, 2, yeah, and that would be 6. I think this has 7, and this would be 9. But it's still wrong. Is that a 3? I think I see a 3. Still doesn't really make sense. If this is 3, which means this is 1, 7 is... Excuse me. 7 is that, which I've tried before. And then 9 is... Yeah, that doesn't make any sense either. I really hope when I get back to this part, rewatching Stephen George's Let's Play, that this is also a puzzle he struggled on. He doesn't seem to like the rotating puzzles, so I don't know how he's going to feel about these ones, but... So I'm going to keep trying to find this number on the pictures. None of it makes any sense. There must be something on the symbols that we can count. Well, what is there to count? It's the number of lines, which equals this, which I tried. Unless... that's supposed to be 9. I don't know if I tried that. No. I just tried that. Now what if that's supposed to be 0? Doesn't make any sense, but... You know, the solution they have given me, which is count something on them, did not work. Counting the number of points didn't work. I don't know if counting strokes would make any more sense. Because this, it would still be this. The only number I could find is 4, and it's... You can see it's there in the background. Between two photos, not on them like they always are. I'm pretty sure they've always been. But that doesn't give me a solution. Alright, I'm just gonna read what the guide says, because the in-game tip isn't even helping. It says to crack this code, 4 equals the symbol and the red square above, which they've... I can't say circled because it's a square, but they've highlighted the symbol I've been looking at this whole time equals 4. There it is. But that symbol doesn't equal 9. It doesn't have 9 points. It doesn't have 9 lines. That's 6. 5. I think they have the solution on screen, so I'm just going to put in what they have. And then I'll try to work backwards from there to see how it makes sense. The answer is it doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Count the number of something. I'm still trying to figure out how that puzzle makes sense. And the answer is it doesn't. If Steven gets that one quickly, I'm gonna flip out. If that one makes sense to him. Speaking of making sense, isn't that our third to last one? But the map is showing 2 more. Oh, I must have gotten one of these already. That's the simple solution. See, that puzzle has a solution. Another letter from Abstergo. May 2nd, 1945. The war is over, and we are in control as planned. But a slight concern has arisen. I have received word from our agents in Berlin. H was supposed to execute his double inside the bunker and meet C at the rendezvous point with the Piece of Eden. I don't know who C could be. It's been 3 days and he still hasn't appeared. Something must have gone awry. Please send instructions.
They engineered the war, they engineered the peace, but they weren't going to get away with it. Find our mark.
They exited from above. Oh, no, okay, I do have 3 left. So there's 2 more here, and then there's that one way on the other side of Venice. I was stuck on that puzzle for like half an hour, I swear. Okay, where are we going next? I am frustrated. I just feel like shouting at it over and over. Just it didn't make any sense. Count the what? The hint was to count something. What was I counting? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck I was supposed to be counting because that didn't make any sense. Accidentally tapped the X button and then Ezio jumped. I guess I'll just skip across Venice. Whee! 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 I'm so jolly because I finally beat this game and the ending wasn't as bad as everyone says it is. I'm gonna throw money too. A gentle push. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Here, have some more money. Man, I bet they could have made that 100 florins and it still would have barely made a dent in the amount of money you make in this game. You know, the fact that it costs your actual money at all, I think probably deters a lot of people from actually using it. But it really doesn't matter. Throw money all over the place. It's a good distraction. I mean, a better distraction is just hire courtesans or thieves. But money is good for when there's not those things. Okay, it's on this building. Somewhere.
Whatever's on his mind, it must be important.
Bound to hurt himself.
And there it is.
It's getting harder. All the pain across time. It hurts too much. She sees me raise the knife. Only a little bit longer now.
Medical?
In the beginning, Genesis. Genesis.
I mean, obviously I see the picture with a set of numbers on it. Oh, I also see, is that like a CAT scan with a 5 on it? But what do I put the 5 on? This one? 6 is 3 telephone poles. 0 is, we don't know. And 3 also don't, So I'm trying to follow the the thing with all the numbers on it. And it's throwing me off because it's like, okay, 6 plus 4. Alright, well that's 10. But there's no 10 on the codex wheel. Or the code wheel. And it's not like it's telling me, like, oh, the symbol for 6 plus the symbol for 4 is the symbol you're looking for. But you can't mash those symbols together. It doesn't exist. At least I don't think it does. It's like it would be one less than this many of the telephone poles, plus 3 boomerangs. But there aren't that many symbols that have 3 boomerangs.